What up, YouTube? NaturalFlame250 here, and today we're going to be talking about a little Sun and Moon anime discussion for the upcoming anime that could be actually Sun and Moon. That's what I'm putting as. Could be called something else, I don't know. Anyways, forget about this right now. Anyways, for Sun and Moon, we're going to talk about the anime that could be coming up this year, towards the end of this year, or even beginning next year. Now, let's start a look at this and everything. Now, originally Pokemon came out in 1996. That when Red and Green was announced. However, the anime itself didn't come out until around 1997, I think. So it was kind of like 1997 was the Red and... Okay, let's just start like this. Let's just do this. The main timeline Pokemon from, 1 to 6. So, Generation 1, Pokemon Red and Green, or Red, Blue, Green, and Yellow. The Japanese anime started in 1997 and lasted till 1998. Well, 1999. Well, usually sometimes animes cut in for two different, when an anime starts. Anyways, forget about that Anyways, the Gen 1 anime of the original series, Pokemon, the Kanto Orange Island League, the Indigo Orange Island League, it lasted from 1997 to 1999. That's when it lasted in the, Generation 1 series. Now, Now, whenever a new Pokemon series gets announced, the anime has to go pick up speed, don't forget. So, next up, Generation 2 lasted from 1999, I think, till 2002. That was from Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Gold and Silver was released in 1999. 2000 was Pokemon Crystal. 2001, I don't think, was anything. And then 2002... Well, 2001 was Crystal for the United States. But in 2002, that's when the anime ended for Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal. Because that's when they announced Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. That's when Ruby and Sapphire anime was announced, and that's when the games were announced too. Because that's when they had to end up with Gold, Silver, and Crystal to put on Ruby and Sapphire from 2002 to 2006. Now, from 2002, started from Ruby and Sapphire. 2003 was... Fire and Leaf Green, but that was more of a remake and everything. 2004 was Emerald. 2005 was let's figure it. Anyways, from 2002 when the anime first started, that's when the Advanced Generation started to come out, and then 2003 is when the Advanced Challenge came out. 2004 was when Advanced Battle came out. 2005 was when maybe maybe I shouldn't forget about this everything, because 2004 was when I got this now. I got it. Yeah, I got this now. Okay. All right, then 2002 was when the Gold and Silver anime, Pokemon Master Quest was coming to an end. However, sometimes whenever you start a new anime, such as when Ruby and Sapphire was starting in 2002, it would actually have some episodes to finish off that year for the Advanced Generation, and then the rest of the sixth generation. I mean, not sixth generation, but the sixth season, which was the Advanced Pokemon Advance, finished airing mostly aired in 2003. Then 2004 was Advanced Challenge when that aired. 2005 was when the Advanced Battle pretty much aired. 2006. Now this one's gonna come up now. 2006 was also when Diamond and Pearl was released for the DS systems. So 2006 was when I think towards the end of 2005 to the middle of 2006 was also when the it was also when the Battle Frontier Sega started. So somewhere I think around September of 2006 was when the Diamond and Pearl series started. It lasted from 2006 to 2010. However, 2006 was just mostly just to finish up the year with that Diamond and Pearl anime. Well, not Diamond and Pearl anime, but the Diamond and Pearl. Then after when 2007 started, it finished up then when 2007 started, it what was I saying? Yeah. Well, yeah. When 2007 started, finished up the Diamond and Pearl. Then I think then 2008. No. Yeah. Then 2007 it started with the Pokemon Advanced Battle. Not Advanced Battle. What's the Diamond and Pearl here? Yeah, Battle Dimensions. Battle Dimensions, I think, lasted from the middle of towards the end of 2007 all the way to the end of the end of 2007 to the middle of 2008, I think. Then it went from Galactic Battles from 2008 to 2009. Then from 2009 to 2010, it went from Sinnoh League Victors, I think. Now, I don't know when it ended. I think it was more like in March when more like in March 2010, or maybe a little later that, when the Diamond and Pearl series came to an end, the Sinnoh League Victor series came to an end. That's when 2010 to 2013 we had the Black and White series, which lasted from Black and White, which came out in 2010. 2011 was I think. Yeah, 2011 was Rival Destinies, I think. 2012 was Sinnoh League. No, 2012 was like Rival Destinies 2, I think, as well. 2013 when it started coming to Sinnoh League Victors, and then 2013 as well. So when the X and Y series, the X and Y games came out too. So 2016 was actually not 2016. So pretty much in 2000 and was that? Hold on a second. Yeah, 2013 is when that's when they had to start picking up more speed and everything and all, because the X and Y anime was going to be airing. It actually showed us, when X and Y first came out, it was originally announced that the X and Y anime was going to come out in 2013, when it was shown like something to do within July, when they show like Ash and the Kalos starters, I guess. Anyways, and then towards when October came out and everything, of course the games were released on October 12th, but the anime was released on October 17th, the first 2 episodes, before fully starting with the Japanese anime in October 29th, I think. Well, the English episodes itself also aired on October 19th just to review the first 2 episodes of the anime when the anime started. Now, Pokemon X and Y was probably going to last from 2013. Pokemon X and Y has started in 2013 and would probably finish itself in 2016 somewhere. Now, let's start like this. Pokemon X and Y came out in 2013, however, it didn't really finish like the full season, because most of the full season lasted, and most of the season of the first season of X and Y lasted in 2014. Well, also in English too, but that's when most of the English started too. Anyways, with that being said and everything, what I'm going to be trying to tell you guys is that the X and Y, the first season, season 17, the first season of X and Y, 17th season of Pokemon anime, lasted from 2014 to 2015. And then 2018, when actually not 2018, but, season 18, which actually Kalos Quest, lasted from about 2015, 2015 all the way to 2016. But now we're in the final series of the Pokemon. Now we're in the finals. I think we might be in the final season of the Pokemon X and Y series, considering that Ash is close to getting the league and everything and winning his 8 Kalos gym badge. It's actually work out like this. We have X. People expected Pokemon Z to come up, but it didn't everything. So it kind of works like this. See, whenever there's a new Pokemon game announced, by the way, they've always, that year and everything, the anime will always end that year too. Because, the kids, what the people want, they want to keep Ash, losing his journey and everything, to keep the Pokemon anime going and everything like that. So, it's kind of like this. 1997 started with Pokemon original series. Well, because if we actually look like this, because if you actually watch the Pokemon Sun and Moon direct video, actually went like this: 1996, Red and Green; 1999, Gold and Silver; 2002, Ruby and Sapphire; 2006, Diamond and Pearl; 2010, Black and White; 2013, X and Y; 2016, Sun and Moon. So now let's do the anime and everything. So the anime is kind of like this: 1997, the original series; 1999, when the Gold and Silver was released, the Johto series; 2002, when Ruby and Sapphire was announced, that's when it came on the Advanced generation, the Advanced series, Generation 3. 2006, Diamond and Pearl was released, so the Diamond and Pearl anime came out. 2010, well, that's when Black and White came out, so that's when Black and White anime came out. 2013, Pokemon X and Y, so that's when Pokemon X and Y came out. Now, 2016 could possibly be the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime, and now when the Sun and Moon anime comes out, because you know how the way the trend goes and everything, whenever a new Pokemon game comes out, an anime comes out too along with that year. Unless it's a remake or a third sequel to that game. Then it just finishes up that season. Or it can go on like or because the Pokemon Diamond Pearl is the only known series so far, well, other than Generation 1 and 2, the original series, but that was kind of like combination together and everything. I'm talking about the first single series itself. Diamond and Pearl itself had like 4 seasons with it. Diamond and Pearl, Battle Revolution. No, Diamond and Pearl, Battle Dimensions, Galactic Battles, and Sinnoh League Victors. Now, this could be the last season of X and Y and everything before the Sun and Moon anime comes out. Now, let's talk about quickly the Sun and Moon anime predictions and everything. So far, we haven't even got a new, so far Ash only has, so far Ash is going to be challenging, I think he's going to be challenging his 8th gym pretty soon, I think, when we get more scans, I hope. Anyways, he only had 5 Pokemon so far. That being only Pikachu, Talonflame, Greninja, Hawlucha, and Noivern, which evolved from a Noibat just a couple episodes ago. Right there, he has 3 flying types right there. Talonflame, Hawlucha, and Noivern. And Greninja. Well, Greninja not very much of a flying type though, but half those Pokemon are weakened to electric type moves, while Noibat being neutral to electric type moves because usually if a type is strong and then type is weak against it, like it becomes neutral itself. Only Pokemon Ash has not had yet, by the way, is technically a grass type in this generation yet. Now, people say he's gonna get Go-Go and everything. Like, really, like, he's seen a Go-Go a few times, technically, and he's never been inspired to catch it and everything. Well, he won't catch it. I don't think he catches Skiddo or Go-Go, because when the first episode where Skiddo was announced with that, like, the racing one that Serena did with that, those Skiddo and everything, to have, like, some kind of race with her mom, I guess. Anyways, first time Ash seen it and everything, he wasn't like, oh my gosh, I want to catch that Pokemon and everything. No, it's wasn't like that. So, and then Trevenant was seen and everything, but Ash wouldn't want to catch him and everything. But maybe Trevenant was only paired in 1 episode, so Ash didn't really have much of a chance to, to get fully in sync with him. To get fully in sync, like, oh, I want to catch Trevenant so bad and everything, by the way. But every single generation series, from 1 to 6 so far, Ash has had at least 1 Pokemon that couldn't evolve and everything. Well, minus Diamond. Example would be Diamond and Pearl too and everything, because all of his Pokemon have fully evolved except for Gible, which he just caught, and of course Buizel itself. But if you want to count his original team before he caught Gible, there was Pikachu, Chimchar, which evolved in the Infernape, Turtwig, which evolved in the Torterra, Staraptor, and also Gliscor, which were all fully evolved. Anyways, now let's get back to topic and everything with the Pokemon anime and everything. So far Serena's Tri Pokemon might come to an end next week. I hope it does, because then it can get more time to focus on Ash. Now, and I also want before the X and Y anime ends and everything, I want Clement to either catch, another Pokemon, I don't care who it is and everything, or have Chespin or Bunnel be evolved. Because we have not seen any Clement-focused episodes with any of his Pokemon at all. We actually evolved. The last time we really had focus on Clement was when they were actually like ready to when Ash was ready to challenge him on his 5th gym badge. Other than that, he hasn't had much screen time much at all. Most of the screen time has always been going to Serena, Bonnie, and Ash pretty much. And then we have the Team Flare arc, which is probably going to last about up to 5-6 episodes, maybe, if lucky. Now, let's start with this and everything, by the way. So, I pretty much think for Ash's final Pokemon, unless he actually catches one, it could be after the movie, too. The 19th movie, Margiana, and some of the Volcanion movie. Anyways, if Ash were to catch a Pokemon, it's probably going to be something like a Phantom or something. However, he's probably not going to be evolving or anything at all, but this might happen after the league, so I don't really know. And then see people say Guja's got to come back too. Like, although he was seen in the episode where Serena had the first part of her Master Tri-Pokemon battle. Anyways, it was good that they showed Guja there and everything. But then a lot of merchandise is like, oh, Guja's got to be coming back and everything. Like, really? Now, it might come back, don't get me wrong and everything, because this is my speculation. You guys have your own different thoughts and opinions on things, but I don't really think Gujo's not going to come back at all. I sometimes think Ash is going to use one of his Pokemon from Professor Oak's lab, one of his older Pokemon and everything that he could bring back. Who knows? Who knows? If he brings back one of his older Pokemon reserves and everything, it could possibly also evolve too. Like when the Diamond and Pearl Advanced Generation started, he brought back, he brought back some old Pokemon such as Cyndaquil, Bayleaf, Totodile, Noctowl, Phanpy, Sceptile, and so on and everything. However, out of all those Pokemon I just mentioned, Quilava, technically after like 400 something episodes, Cyndaquil, which evolved into Quilava after so many episodes. They could possibly do that again with a different Pokemon of Ash, such as if they bring back one of his old reserve Pokemon that can actually evolve and everything. If they bring back one of Ash's old Pokemon that could technically evolve, they could probably bring back Bayleaf, which could evolve into Meganium, Pignite, which could evolve into Ambor, Palpitoad, which evolved into Seismitoad, and I don't know what else to talk about now. Or even Quilava, which could evolve into Typhlosion. Well, considering most of Ash's Pokemon's already evolved and everything and all. Anyways, now let's start with the Pokemon Sun and Moon starter predictions. So far, the starters haven't been introduced yet, but I have a feeling that I might do a better review when it comes out and everything. Even if they're not introduced yet and everything, they might introduce next week. But anyways, forget about that right now. Even if they're not introduced and everything, I could still tell you guys what I want to happen if Ash were to get a single starter Pokemon again. Now, Ash has always been known to get at least one starter and one regional bird, and well, of course, Pikachu, because that's his main Pokemon, and a few other Pokemon. Well, or can actually catch a couple starters or maybe 3. Anyways, when I want to see Ash and everything, if he does get one starter, well, this is my speculation, my predictions, everything, is that I want Ash to technically get, I want Ash to technically get, if he does get at least one starter, this is my prediction though, I want him to pick I technically want him to get the fire starter this time, considering these got Sceptile in the advanced generation, which was generation 3, Ruby and Sapphire, and he got Froakie, which is a water type, and X and Y, which is a Generation 6 starter. So I think if Ash does get one more starter and everything, at least one starter, I think he should get the fire type, then he can actually complete the trio and everything. Because he had one grass in one region, one water, just one water starter in one region, and then he'll have found the fire starter of the Sun and Moon anime in this region. Now let's go to the female protagonist. Now, people say, I want Serena to travel with Ash. I don't want Serena to travel with Ash technically at all. It would technically break the chain. I understand Misty and everything because she was part of the Gen 1 and Gen 2 with the original series, yeah, but May, not May, but Generation... Yeah, but the Advanced Generation, Diamond Pearl Generation, the Black and White Generation, and the X and Y Generation all had at least one female per each generation. They didn't have, May traveling with Ash to the Diamond and Pearl region, Dawn traveling with Ash to the Best and Black and White, Best Wishes region, Black Unova region, or Black and White region, or even Iris traveling with Ash to the X and Y region. So I don't really think Serena's gonna be traveling with Ash to the X and Y region at all. Now, possibly for Brock and everything. See, one thing about Brock is that from Generation 1 to 4, he was part of the Pokemon games because so it's kind of like this, Generation 1, 2, 3, and 4, Red, Blue, Gold, Silver, Ruby, Sapphire, and Diamond, Pearl. He was all part of those games, plus he was also part of a remake too. So it would give more, more chance for the Brock to be, for Brock to be more part of the, with the team and everything and all, because he was part of he was the gym leader for all that was made from all those games, because Gold and Silver had 16 gyms. They part of Kanto. Then Generation 3 come on, we had Fire and Leaf Green, and then we had Generation 4 when she was Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which would also include the Kanto region as well. Now, if Sun and Moon does do something with Kalos and everything, which I don't think it will, it might and everything though, maybe people could travel to Kalos or something, but it wouldn't actually be part of Southern Kalos. Do we really need a Southern Kalos? No, we don't. See, Southern Kalos and everything we don't really need a Southern colors because there's probably been a lot of speculation, a lot of rumors going around, even before something's going to be announced, that's going to be based off in Hawaii. If you watch a few videos, everything, like, from other PokeTubers, they exactly go into detail with all this stuff, like, the vehicles on there, like with the drawings from the drawings done by Junichi Masuda and whatever this other guy was that does some of the Pokemon company. Anyways, they showed like picture of a truck that had a picture of like the Aloha State, like some kind of rainbow on the license plate. And I guess only place that actually has that is actually Hawaii itself. Now, for the female protagonist, I technically want her to get the grass starter because people thought like, oh, let's break the chain and everything. Instead of having Serena get chest and everything, she's gonna get Fennekin then just break the chain. No, I don't want that to happen and everything. You see, what I wanted to happen and everything all is that, this is my opinion and everything, of course, is that I want Serena, I'm not Serena, but I want the female protagonist from the Sun and Moon anime generation, if that does come out, is that I want her to actually get the grass type starter. I just want her to get the grass starter for once and nothing else and everything, by the way. And then Ash have like the fire and water starter, or just a pure fire starter. It's the fire starter Pokemon from the Sun and Moon anime generation. And then the male, the gym leader, well, they announced a new gym leader for Ash to travel with. He could get the water starter, of course. Anyways, that's it for the announcement and everything, by the way. Tell me how you liked it and everything, by the way. What things do you want to happen in Sun and Moon yourself? Like, drop down in the comment section down below and everything. Like, give me some details, like what you want to see in the Sun and Moon anime generation that could appear and towards the end of 2016. Because, holiday 2016, late 2016, that falls somewhere in December or even, November, December. Anyways, with that being said and everything, by the way, I just want to, just tell me your personal topics, like, what do you want to see? Anyways, that's it of everything, YouTube. Anyways, remember, flamers stay flaming.